Hello. So I'm going to make this video. I haven't made a video for YouTube in a long time, like over a year. But I have COVID. And while Wednesday night, Thursday, and Friday were not super fantastic, today I am feeling much better. And so I have been kind of stuck in my bedroom since Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And I thought I would make a video, and maybe I will, this will be the start of something new on Saturdays. I'm going to show you what I'm working on. I don't have any finished objects right now, but I have a whole bunch of works in progress that I'm actively working on. Anyway, my name is Karen. I'm a knitter, a teacher, a mom. I live in Western Maryland, and yeah, I have 2 kids and a husband and 6 cats, and I love to knit. I can crochet. I like to spin, although I find that I don't make as much time for it as I should. I think mostly because I feel like knitting is... Usually I'm knitting stuff for other people, so I feel like there's a timeline on that. But anyway, so I thought today I would tell you, just making sure there's nothing crazy in that side there, that I would show you some of the stuff that I'm working on. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4.5 projects that I'm pretty actively working on right now. I finished 2 hats. I finished 2, they're called 2x2 hats by Anna Gone, maybe? I'm not sure if that is right. I will put it in the description box though. I love that hat because it is super easy. It's just 2x2 rib, and then the decreases are really beautiful and very simple. So yeah, those are the things I finished so far this year, but I have a whole bunch of works in progress and I'm gonna show you them now. So this is a sock that I'm working on. It is by Mustache Yarns. It is in the Bohemian colorway, and then the toe and the heel are in a colorway called Autumn 2022 Sunset Over. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can, if it will show. No. All right. Anyway, over Chisos, Chisos. Chisos. Anyway, so yeah, I got this yarn at SSK this summer, and I really love knitting with Mustache Yarns. And I'm trying to knit through the stuff that I bought. I decided to start these off at, where did I start these? 60 stitches, I think, is what I started instead of 64. I'm finding lately that my socks are a little baggy, and I'm wondering if my gauge is getting looser. I would never actually measure my gauge. I'm just going by feel. So I'm going to see how these socks work. I'm using pins down the front. I got this idea from Lisa of 72 Stitches. So when I make my other sock, my pins are every 10 stitches. So as I knit my other sock, I'll take the pins off of this and put them on that. And then for the back, it's easier for me at this point anyway, because my heel is different, to go up the back. So yeah, I think I'm gonna, because I have quite a bit of yarn left. These are, the way that Mustache Yarns does their put up is that there are 2 50-gram skeins that are identical. They're called Must Match socks. So each, you can make them identical. So I think I'm just gonna knit. I don't even have 2 repeats yet of the pattern. The next The repeat is like this gray down is one repeat. So I'm going to see what 2 repeats gets me. I don't know. And I think I'm not going to use this color for the cuff. I don't think this color matches, but when I was there, it was the only mini skein, purpley mini skein they had that I liked. So I kind of went with it, but that's okay. I think it's really pretty and I'm excited about these. All right, the next thing I'm working on is a pair of mittens, and this is as far as I have right now. These are the World's Easiest Mittens by Tin Can Knits, and so far they're pretty dang easy. I'm a little bit worried that the gusset is not going to be tall enough, so I might add some rows if I need to the gusset, because right now I'm following the pattern exactly. But I also forget, this is worsted weight yarn. This is Hue Loco in the beach class. You can't see in this light, sorry. But there are purples and greens and browns and grays. It's really beautiful. And when I finish them, I'll put them on Instagram and it'll be a much better picture. But worsted weight works up a lot faster, and I still, I think, have 6 rows to go. So I'm not sweating it yet, but yeah, and we're going to Vermont next weekend, so I am thinking that it would be nice to have a pair of mittens. So anyway, that's that. The next thing I am working on is, this is an advent from Bumblebee Acres, and I love their yarn because it is incredibly squishy. And this is called the Innisbrook Scarf. And so far, this is the, I'll show you the nice side, or the nicer side, because I kind of screwed up a little bit in places. But it is so beautiful. I can really see the tan in the middle on the camera way better than I can see it in person. And it's a very basic chevron, as you can see, but it is so beautiful. And right now, so I'm about halfway through, so it's like this long right now, and I freaking love this thing. It's so soft and squishy, and in fact it caused me to order some more of their yarn so that I can make some actual socks out of it. This is the thing I knit on in the morning when I'm getting psyched up to go to work, talking myself into getting in the car. I do a few rows of this, and it's so squishy and enjoyable that I really love it. Sorry about that. This was, as I said, an advent, and I still have lots of bags to get through. And this is, I don't remember what this color was called. I don't even think I still have the tag, but it was there. Like, so before the advent came, before they mailed it, or I guess we're in the middle of prepping it, they sent out a survey and asked if people would want a skein that could coordinate with the whole thing, so like a tonal, really neutral color, or something that would be standalone. And obviously, overwhelmingly, people said something that would go with the other colors. And I'm so glad, because this is it's so beautiful, and it puts and as you can see, you use it to just put a little bit of space between the other colors. I don't know, I just love it. I'm glad they did that. And this is so beautiful that I think what I will probably do with this is use it when I make my other Bumblebee Acre socks. I will use this for toes and heels, probably. Maybe stripes or something, who knows, right? This is a color I'm working on right now. I'm keeping all the bags because I'll show you one. So this is 20, and it's called Red Barn in Winter. And I'm going to show it to you because that's what I'm going to do. And so it's really pretty. And they have, some of them have like stickers and stuff like that. But I am keeping all the bags so that I know what color each stripe is, so that if they come out with them ever in like a purchase any of these colorways, and I love it, I can buy it. So there's one in here that's called something like Barn Cat Kisses that looks just like our outside cat Umaki, who I love so much. All right, so now I'm sorry about my cough. COVID is not fun, and I didn't even really have a very serious case. My most my yuckiest symptom was probably the achiness. My body was just so achy. And I was just so uncomfortable that I just felt like, but now I'm feeling better, so that's good. All right, so this is a fat squirrel bag that I got also at SSK that I love very much. And Amy Beth from the Fat Squirrel is one of the most delightful human beings you'll ever meet. I love her. All right, so this is a blanket from Fangirl Fibers. Well, it's actually the Habitation Throw, which is not from Fangirl Fibers. I can't remember the name of the lady, Helen Stewart or something like that, who does the Habitation Throw. But I am using, it's called the 31 Days Pocket Monsters, which is Pokemon. And I'll show you what I'm doing. So this is a book that my oldest kid gave me for Christmas. I think not last year, the year before. It says, "Have I gone mad? I'm afraid so. But let me tell you something. The best people usually are." And it's from Alice in Wonderland. And I use this book sort of as a, like, I keep track of like stitch counts and things like that. And I have this insane plan. This is my plan for knitting this year. And I have 12 sock yarns in paper bags. And as I want, I will pick a bag as I go through and I will knit. I've got a couple of baby blankets, baby sweaters and hats and mittens and cowls and kits that I have. I have a kit for an emotional support chicken. So lots of things that I am interested in working on and knitting, and I have so much yarn, and it truly is so overwhelming to me that I think this is the best way for me to do it, is if I have a set of projects that I already know I have the materials for, then I don't feel obligated or the compulsion to buy new things. Like Dan and I are going to go to Vermont. We're going to be really close to Green Mountain Spinnery. And I'm like, so I think instead of getting another sweaters quantity of yarn, because I have so many that I'm not knitting, I ordered the Knit Spin Farms monthly striped socks club for 4 months, because yeah, that's what I did. Anyway, so this Pokemon blanket, the way that I have done this, because the bags in this kit or in this advent were not labeled, but they come with little Pokemon cards. So what I've done is I've taken the like the ties that the lady from Fangirl Fibers tied the yarn with. I took those and I taped them next to the cards so that I know which color or which Pokemon each color represents. So, and this right now I'm working on Mew, and it's this pink, which is like, I mean, this pink is like the most gorgeous icy blush pink maybe that I've ever seen. I love it so much. So all right, so let me show you what I have so far. I love this, although I think I just gave it away to my child it is just so fun with all of the colors, and I'm literally knitting until I run out. So there's you can see like here, for example, they're all over. They're in the front, they're in the back, they're toward one side or the other, because I'm not going to do anything with these, but after, I just want it all to go in this blanket. The only exception to that is that I am also making for, oh, it's in here, my oldest child, Sai, a scrappy granny blanket, which I haven't been working on, so I'm not going to show it to you right now, but right away in the very beginning of each new color, I make a granny square so that I can put it into their blanket. And let me see what I have in here, if I can show you. Yeah, so see, I've got lots of these squares, and I knit them, crochet them, and then there's a really like a gray, it's Dove Gray from Knit Picks, I think, Stroll. And I just do one more row, so it becomes a 4, like these are right now have 3 holes along the top, so then it becomes a 4, and then I join them together in rows of 23, and then I put them all together. And right now it's so freaking heavy, it's gonna be like a 20-pound blanket by the time it's over. But it's beautiful. It really is very beautiful. So yeah, I mean, so that's what my knitting is right now, and my crochet, I guess. I do have some things on the wheel, but I'm not actively, I have one that is Polymorph Yarns. That was a bat. That is all done. I just have to wind it off the skein, off the bobbin, and wash it, and it'll be done. And then I have another one from Knitting in Color, which is a super low micron merino, which is incredibly soft, and it's very beautiful. I have spun half of it from end to end, and I think the other half I'm going to do fractal so that it's kind of funky. It's got really pretty colors, black, but a lot of white too, and then very, very, very bright spots of color. So I think it's going to be pretty. I get worried when you have a fiber that has lots of beautiful colors that are like, you can't separate them really because they're kind of inconsistent and all over. And I have spun things before where the colors get muddy, and so I don't want that to happen. So I think this will be really pretty. So as I said, I have COVID, so I'm home for until Tuesday, and then on Tuesday, of course, I have to go to work, but it's a professional day, so there won't be any kids there, which is nice. And then I get to do grades. Yay! And yeah, that's about it. We're just hanging out. I'm kind of trapped in my room. Although today I've been venturing out a little bit more. I do feel like a ton better today. Yesterday and Thursday, man, I did not feel well at all. But yeah, so we'll see. And next week, if I do make this video, maybe I'll have some finished objects. Maybe I'll have some new cast-ons. Probably not. Maybe. We'll see. And I'll be in Vermont. So that's exciting too. I don't know where in Vermont I'll be. But we'll see. What else do I want to say? Nothing. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. We are in wind advisories right now because it sounds like somebody's trying to blow my house down. And then we're supposed to get snow Tuesday and Monday night maybe. So we'll see what happens with that. And then snow on Friday and dangerously low temperatures, which for us is like in the low teens at night. So it is going to be cold, and that makes me nervous because lots of my little friends walk to school. I don't like that so much, but you know, what are you gonna do? But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys liked watching my new knitting. As I said, I haven't been here in a while, so yeah, hopefully I can come back. I feel like that would maybe be kind of cool. And I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I hope you stay safe. I hope that you know, the things that you want to happen are happening, and the things that you don't want to happen don't happen. And yeah, that's about it. This was rushed, but that's okay. I'll get into a groove, I'm sure. All right, you guys. Hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye.